can you just say your name?
Sophie Matheson Madrano.
So can you tell me what your aims were, first of all? What did you want to do with the play?
Really, my biggest aim was to look at language.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Farrell's translations is really important to show the voice of Ireland and how that was sort of taken away from them by the British Army and coming over and taking away their traditions and their place names and all of that. And I think that was one of my main thing, was to make people think about how intrusive they were on people's lives and how that affected them as they went on, really.
Okay. And how and to what extent do you think you achieved those aims?
I think I did quite well. There were a few moments in particular that I wanted to highlight, though. So we had the sequence at the beginning, which involved the tonic syllable beats, when they were going over place names and trying to work out and changing from the traditional Irish names into the more modern English versions of those names. Mm-hmm. We also had a sequence where Yolande and Mary had their dance. Now, the idea behind that was that they couldn't interact use of language because they both spoke different languages and neither understood the other. So I really wanted to highlight that, but I do think that could have been sort of progressed, worked on a bit more.
Okay, go on.
Or had I had more time, I think I would have incorporated the use of language. So in the actual text itself, they have a nice section that talks about they go over, I think it's water and earth and fire and the elements, and trying to understand each other with these words that they don't really understand, but they occasionally they get a word that they recognise. And it's quite good because there's a moment as well that they said, your feet must be wet because the dew on my feet are wet, and so they're actually saying what the other person's saying, or your hands are trembling.
I know the bit, yeah.
But they don't understand that the other person's actually saying that.
Okay.
So I think I would have liked to have enhanced that, maybe made that sequence bigger, in particular. And Lauren played Sarah in it as well, and really wanted her character to be quite big with that as well, because she has a stutter in my piece, and the idea was that she represented the sort of Irish language and the inability for Ireland to be able to give their say, and so when we get moments of her being able to do it, you see that she's often not ignored, but sort of it's not as influential as it could be, you know. And then at the end we see it's her ability to finally say her name and where she is. That's her saying, this is me and this is where I am from.
Yeah.
You know, this is a part of me, and it will always stay that way, even though these times are changing.
Okay, cool. What do you think you've learnt about directing? What would you?
Tons. Trying where to start. I think my last module that I directed, As You Like It, was a lot different to this one, because I think I've learnt a lot more. I think then I was a bit pally, maybe, and so I've learnt now that, you know, you can be friendly with your actors, but to be able to take that step back and take the responsibility of what is going on, and to be able to have sort of ground rules and things to set in place to help your actors understand that they can enjoy what they're doing, but it's still a serious thing that, you know. I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned. I've learned how to use different exercises. I think there are so many different exercises that we've been taught generally as what we've done throughout this course, but to really pinpoint what is going to help where. So you've got the Katie's, Mitchell's actions and intentions and things like that, and how important that is at the beginning to get your actors to understand the characters and the script. For the I do this warm-up exercise with them. It's called Arucha, and the idea is that they are as silly as they can be, which allows them to sort of get anything sort of nerves out of the system. They're already being ridiculous, so once they're on stage, it helps reduce nerves and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well done.
Oh, it's really good. I love it.